Today, I watched, sadly, as they removed the Great Crossing Dam from the Elkhorn Creek. The little burg of Great Crossing, originally it was known as Johnson's Crossing, founded by Robert Johnson in 1783, before Georgetown was founded in 1784. The original dam was built in the early 1800s, most likely by Elijah Craig, a Baptist preacher who, ironically, is bestowed the honor of inventing bourbon whiskey. Elijah needed a power source for his paper mill, which now 200 or so years later is long gone and mostly forgotten about. Strange indeed. Some sources say that this current dam is over 100 years old. Some say this dam was built in the 1800s, and yet others have said it was built in the 1950s to supply water to Georgetown. I can't find any accurate records. If you have any photos or records, please drop me a comment. Somehow, in 1934, the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife became the proud new owners of this dam. Most of the other dams on the Elkhorn, they are still privately owned, like this picturesque dam at the Weisenberger Mill near Georgetown. It was also 1934 that the Elkhorn Creek and the Weisenberger Dam became the watering hole for a bunch of drunken fish. It seems the Pepper Distillery in Lexington, some 12 miles away, had caught fire, and 15,000 barrels of premium Kentucky whiskey flooded into the Elkhorn. There's been a lot of controversy over removing this dam. Some want the dam to be left as it is. Leave it alone, they say. And others, they call it a killing machine. To be sure, this dam has seen its share of sad days. In 1944, while being chased by the police and trying to get away, a young man either slipped or jumped into the creek and drowned. 2009, two young boys were walking across the dam when they both fell in the creek. One made it to safety, and the other was not so fortunate. 2021, during high water, a kayaker and his fiancée got pulled over the dam. Although the young woman made it to shore, her fiancé was pulled under and never came back up. The dam even got the attention of the Frankfort politicians. In early 2025, a House Joint Resolution, JR 51, was referred to the Tourism and Outdoor Recreation Committee. But, alas, the resolution did not get passed by both chambers, and, like the fish in the Great Pepper Distillery fire of 1934, the resolution died on the 28th of March, 2025. A study was commissioned by the Scott County government in 2021 and determined that the ailing dam was in need of some maintenance and had some structural issues, but was not in any immediate danger of failing. Seems too that, according to this same study, the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, with a budget north of $100 million, had no funding available for the maintenance or repair of the dam. So, what is the cost of removing this ancient icon of Great Crossing, or the Killer Dam as some call it? Estimates given publicly range from $200,000 to $250,000, But I guess the big question really is why? Some point to the obvious dangers and the lives lost through the years. Others extol the virtues of restoring the natural water flow, increasing the native mussel population, etc., and the benefits to the paddler community. Others have voiced concerns over potential failure of this ancient dam, and at first glance these large cracks and missing chunks of concrete may look like imminent failure and a danger, but Great Crossing Dam is an embankment type of dam, and in reality this damage is only on the facade or the face of the dam. At 13 feet wide, this is not an immediate concern. While the failure rate of low-head dams in the United States is very rare, almost 50 people per year, that's one a week, lose their lives around these dams. The question, is this because of a lack of knowledge or a lack of respect for just the power of water? Is there truly a benefit to removing these dams? I can't answer that question. But while observing the destruction or demolition of this icon, several people stopped to chat. Most were saddened to see the dam's undignified demise and freely expressed their opinions. And after all, the site could be very picturesque at times. It was a popular spot for prom and senior pictures with the local kids, and I myself have pulled a few bass out of this pool created by the dam. If you have any history or information to share about the dam or Great Crossing, please let me know. I would be happy to have it. If you have an opinion on the dam's removal, I would like to hear that too. Until next time, guys, be safe, be a good human, take care.